Navidad. Yeah. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Ah, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to sing without going full blah on the spectrum because right now it is 4 in the morning as I record this podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Galactic Seabass channel podcast number 33. Kill Tony New Year's Eve, let's effing go. In case you're curious what the title stood for. So, yeah, basically, that in there of itself is a good amount of information to what's going on this week. Just a heads up, I am very sleep deprived, and this episode is going to be rather minimal. However, there's some key points I'd really like to get over this week and just make sure that I put out some content. Truth be told, I actually made a podcast earlier, and you know what? Just something technical happened, and I had to do it again. So here it is, podcast 33. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, welcome to the Galactic Seabass channel. My name is Sebastian, your host now, forever, and always. It has been one heck of a day, and a day is really more of a redundant term because I think that my brain needs to be taken by scientists and studied and observed from a very far distance because I have a crazy brain, and that is for sure. So check it out. Let's go over what happened. First of all, happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy early New Year to everybody. You know, we're almost in 2024, the greatest fireworks show America will ever know. So let's go ahead and rock this thing, baby. I got to see my family this year, which was awesome. Got to spend, a couple days out there in Vegas. Super sweet. Got to see my little brothers and see my mom, and she made these super cool ornaments that I wanted to show off. Super sweet. There is no greater gift than family, and isn't that true? And also, she made this really cute little paw with my name in it, and she thought it was a bear paw, and I said, oh, what a cute dog paw. She said, oh, I thought it was a bear. And that is just so cute. So Merry Christmas to Ollie, my dog, and Andy, my cat, my boys. Merry Christmas to you and all your family and all your loved ones. So thank you so much. Really appreciate you. There are no planes as we are in quiet hour in San Diego from 3 to 5. Pilots like to sleep, and there are no planes. So hey, cheers to us being here. My left shoulder actually hurts so much from driving. It is crazy. I didn't know that was possible. Oh man. Oh, my bones feel out of whack. So basically, let's go over a quick timeline of what we've traveled in the last couple days. We did a whole bunch of nonstop 12-hour days for like 2 weeks to save up, for this whole adventure. And then come the night before Christmas Eve, I have pretty full day, start at 3 p.m., do a full day at work, go to the madhouse. And I think when I made the podcast earlier, I decided not to talk about this. And you know what? I don't care. So I go to the madhouse, and basically there was this dude harassing these women walking down the sidewalk, this drunk dude, and it got to the point where these girls were like, hey dude, get away from us, stop, leave us alone. And, we interjected now at this point, hey, why don't you take a hint, pal? And he just continued to be abrasive and in their face, and it got to the point that they were in the crosswalk. He actually grabbed one of them, and they had to push him off, and he tried to swing, and a bunch of comics ran in and absolutely handled this dude. So we pulled him to the side, and it seemed like things were chill. He was walking away, and then this man yelled out to everybody, one day these girls are going to get stuck down an alley. And the comic in me just could not help but say something. And as I stood there in the corner by myself, I said, yeah, by you. And then he looked at me with these pale, soulless eyes and just stood there so menacingly for a second. And out of nowhere, he just charged me at full speed. And I basically flew into the wall or the window, and I hit my back on the windowsill or the ledge or whatever, and my back hurts a lot. And then immediately after that, I had to do a 6-hour drive to Las Vegas. That dude did get arrested, by the way, and I will be pressing charges. So I don't know, man. Yeah, and there's a bunch of other parts of that story. If you want to talk about that with me in person, you're more than welcome to. Or send me an email to galacticseabass@gmail.com. I would also love to hear any questions you have, any advice you'd like. I'd love to get this channel more invigorated with the community, so thank you for watching this, and let's go ahead and keep the ball rolling. Um, yeah, after the whole Madhouse incident, which was set number 445, kind of cool. I ended up driving 6 hours to Vegas. So I got there, you know, 9 on like the morning of Christmas Eve, sort of thing. Got some rest, and then got to go do the Tournament of Kings with my family, which was super fun. And we got to go root for Spain, or España, and we did not win the tournament. However, we did win a full belly, as the chicken was delicious, and I got to spend some time with my loved ones. That was super fun. And then, we had Christmas Eve and spent some time together, and Christmas came, and took some really cool little pictures, these fun old school Renaissance outfits. You can see the picture on my Instagram description, or the link is in the description. And then after that, we went and oh boy, I think we might have gone to a magic show. Yeah, we did a whole bunch of stuff. Went to Hibachi. Saw like a little variety show. We packed a lot. 72 hours. I was there 24, 25, and then 26. I was there, the whole day, and then decided to do the same thing. Let's dip out in the middle of the night, and then dipped out at 1 and got to San Diego around 7. Got here, and thank goodness for my friend Kelly. Shouts out to Kelly for taking care of Andy and Ollie while I was away. Got back and got some rest, and then woke up on the 26th, and oh no, that'd be the 27th now. We just got right to work, and then went over and did a Madhouse set, so that was 447, and that one was pretty okay. And then, went back to work, went to sleep, got up, went back to work, and 37. Oh man, Ollie really wants to be in this podcast. And then got back to work, and the last ride. Oh boy, excuse me, down. Down, careful, be careful, down. Good job. Yeah, so the last couple of rides I gave tonight were pretty squirrely, honestly. Some people are just so rude. It's unbelievable that they were raised as real human beings. And the last ride I gave, for instance, was these 3 college-age girls. They were talking about graduating college, but they looked like they were still in college. So I'm not sure where to go from what information to take away. Anyway, the whole time they were asking me if I had blow. I said, no, I don't do that. That's how my dad died. And they're just like, do you know anybody with it? And it's just so ridiculous. I waited. When I pick somebody up, I get to your location, I have 5 minutes for you to get your stuff together and get outside. After the 5 minutes, I call you, and if you don't answer the call, I dip out. So I got to the 5 minutes and made the call before this all happened, and they ended up being on the wrong side of the fence where they ordered it. And I still worked around to get them. They just wanted to go to the taco shop, and I took them to the place. They said, hey driver, do you want some food? And I said, sure, I'd love that. So I ordered a burrito. And then at the window, they said, yeah, it's on 2 separate tabs. Let's put the burrito on its own. And then they started asking me for Venmo, all while talking about which one of their friends has blow for Crossed Festival. And I just thought, you girls are awful. And then one of them was just saying how her mom gives her $100 a week because she's unemployed to survive. And, hey, Mom, that's where your money's going. So, yeah, a lot of crazy little people out there. And we got a good amount of work in, though. Made some money. Ready to throw some gas in the tank, get ourselves down to Austin, Texas, and rock this whole Kill Tony thing. I've been watching this show since before I even started comedy. When I first started doing comedy, I did about 13 sets in my first go at it, and that took probably 4 months before I did a really bad set on 13 and just quit and had a new girlfriend, and I was pretty content with everything going on. And then we broke up, and I found myself in this slump, this really awful little slump where if I hung out with somebody, they just would say to themselves, I can't hang out with that person anymore. They are not good for anybody. And it took going to a comedy show with my friend Andrew up in LA. And I saw a Red Band Secret show. I saw this dude, Casey Rocket, who made me laugh so hard that I forgot I was sad for about 7 minutes. And I realized the power of comedy. And so I got my book out and started writing again. And then October 24th, 2022, I came back at it. It's at 14. And so, tonight we just did 447. So that is 424 more, or wait, that's, I guess, yeah, if we're going to split it. Why is this so hard to do math on? My brain is like shutting down. It's a really simple question. What was the number? 447 minus 13. That's really simple. That's 434. No, right? Oh my gosh. Wait, yes? Yeah, no, that's right. 434. My brain is shutting down. And that would mean that, if you take another 13 out, then that's 421. It's 421 more times that I tried it the second time than the first time. So that feels pretty good. And we already got up here and go down there. And there's a chance I won't get pulled, but that's not the kind of energy that I'm trying to manifest right now. I want to really put it out into the universe that, I'll have just as much of a chance as anybody else to get pulled out of that bucket. So by the grace of God, Tony will reach in there. And next, here's a name I've never seen before. Let's make some noise for Sebastian Fowler. And then that's me. I get to go out there and be Seabass and introduce myself to the world. And maybe if it does happen, some of you would come back and watch this video. That's so interesting to see. So, hi, everybody in the future. That is so neat. I'm blushing. So I really appreciate you. This is the Galactic Seabass channel. And also, this is super random. My mom got me these amazing belt buckle loopity-doopy things that you can just put on your shoes. You can wear them on any shoe. It doesn't matter. And it just turns them into a cool buckle version of it. I don't really want to take off my shoes for demonstrative purposes. However, appreciate you watching this episode. So please do all the YouTube things and like, share, subscribe, do all that. If you would like to support my journey to Austin, I have a Venmo in the description with a link below. There's not really a link, it's just got the @ So if you know how Venmo works, then do that, because I don't know how to do a Patreon. Rock and roll. And again, if you have anything you would like to say, reach out. If you'd like something read on the air, send an email to galacticseabass@gmail.com. Appreciate you tuning into this episode. This is kind of fun. I was doing some spring cleaning and found these 2 VIP Admit 1 passes to Mic Drop Comedy, which I got way before I ever started doing stand-up. And so I think I'd like to go down there one of these days and show one of these old bad boys. That's kind of fun. And then what was the other thing I just had on the tip of my tongue? Oh boy, it was right there. Oh man. Curse this undiagnosed disease. It will be the rue of me. Oh, right. So, when I went over to see my mom, I ended up getting my car fixed. And it's not like it was broken, but my mom wanted to make sure that my car was in tip-top shape to drive to Austin. It's a long drive. And ended up going over to, I believe it was, oh boy, I had the piece of paper here somewhere. Oh no, it's really important. Anyway, I went over and this dude fixed my car, absolutely smashed it out the window, and really helped us out with a good price. So shouts out to Rico. You're an amazing man, and I really appreciate what you did for us. Thank you so much. God bless you. And now my car's safe to hit the road and head on down to Texas. Go to Whataburger and get some honey butter sauce, and go to Buc-ee's and get a brisket sandwich or whatever. I don't even know. I'm just excited to go. It's, one of those once in a lifetime opportunities, and just been trying to manifest it, and every moment possible I keep dreaming about it, what it might be like to, have my name called and be graced on that stage, who might be on the panel, like what questions they might ask me, how they might roast me. It's so fun to think about and ponder. And also, my mom did the absolute most blessed thing ever. I was basically planning on, car camping it while I was out there for the two shows. I don't really have a plan. It's pretty up in the air right now. And she blessed me with a hotel room on New Year's Eve. So shouts out to my mom. You are an absolute legend. I love you. You are my rock. And it really means a lot to me. So now we have a cool place to stay on New Year's Eve, which is really fun. We get all showered and look all nice to make sure, we're going to be all spiffy for the big day. So, yeah, big shouts out. Thank you so much. That is one of the most kind things that anybody could do. Thank you, Mom. I love you. And, yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm very excited, and I don't know. This is going to be a very cool adventure either way. I'm going to throw my bike on the roof, maybe make some content on the way. I had this idea of doing surfer videos. I'll do a surfer video here in San Diego and then have it transition to the next couple states until I'm finally in front of the mothership, which is neat. And get to see the mothership, Joe Rogan's club in person, get to go walk through it, maybe go to Mitzi's and get a Jack and Coke from my dad. And that'd be sweet. And I don't know. Yeah, maybe that attributed to the fact that he's not here, but be a nice memento. Last time I was in Texas was for this BMX contest back in 2015 called Texas Toast. And that was such a fun trip. I brought this banana costume and I wore it to the contest and the award ceremony, and then ended up going out on 6th Street when I was 20 years old. So I got big X's on my hands, and this fight broke out in front of one of the venues, and the security guards ran off. So one of my buddies pulled me in and threw me in the bathroom and said, "Hey, you gotta wash these X's off," and ended up being able to hang out with all my pro BMX idols inside this really cool venue playing a BMX movie. When I was 20, that was so sick. That was the only bar I think I ever snuck into. All the rest of them I was allowed, as a kid with my dad being a professional musician. I was allowed to go to bars and just hang out from the time I was like a baby. And never really felt it as like a out of place thing until he passed away, and then it just wasn't really an option anymore. I remember when my dad died, I was at the memorial concert a few months after. It was all my dad's bands playing, trying to raise some money for me. And my dad's friend, Dee Dee, she came up and said, "Hey, what's your drink?" And I said, "I don't know. I'm 14 years old. I don't know what that means." And she said, "Your dad liked Jack and Coke, so I'll get you one of those." So first time I ever had a drink in a bar, I was 14, which is kind of neat. Came at a grave circumstance. However, that's the life that we live. Baby, gotta let the good times roll in their graves. I'm just kidding. Hey. Yes, this is the sleep deprivation kicking into effect. Let's see, do we cover all the subjects? I definitely, it's so funny, I literally did this entire podcast earlier and I have to do most of it again. However, it's not a big deal. I'm very happy to be here. Yeah, we did like a Christmas photo shoot at Madhouse. That was pretty fun. Yeah, so Madhouse has good moments and bad moments. Sometimes you're taking pictures of your buddies, other times the drunk guy's throwing you into the window. And then, yeah, it's a whole story. Whatever, still I'm back and did shows. You can't stop me. I am in it to win it at this point. I am a comedian. All these rides I gave, all these people I love do it, like busting out the mic I have in the car, my little placebo mic that doesn't plug into anything, but it's a Shure SM58, so it feels good to hold it, and same with this thing. This isn't on or doing anything. I just enjoy the aspect of holding a microphone. So I get to do, I've been practicing my minute over and over. I've probably done it hundreds of times, and it's funny because if I get to do it, I'll have to do a new one afterwards, but that's fine. I have lots of material that I can choose from. This is the minute I like. I like this minute. I got a tight one. So let's go ahead and see if we can rock it up there for 8,000 humans. Golly, that'd be incredible. I don't even have the words to express. It's hard to contemplate. I'm ready though. Let's rock and roll, dude. About to see Hans Kim versus Rick Diaz. Battle of the century. And who can't be there for a month. That ought to be interesting. I love comedy. I love Kill Tony. Been watching it for so long now. Back when they were still in LA, and then they toured, and then they were at the place that shall not be named, and the Vulcan, and the Mothership, and now they're going to a big old arena, and I'm driving my booty from San Diego. It's 5 in the morning, and I have to take off probably around noon. Yeah, we're about to go to the pawn shop, and I have some stuff just to make sure I have some extra gas money, you know, get there and back. Because we gotta do. So, I know my mom doesn't like this part, but if you would like to support the podcast, there is a Venmo in the description. I appreciate your support. I know that we are all struggling out here, and it's tough in America right now. I will tell you from personal experience. And, you know, I've had great things happen to me along the way that help me, and I know that I will have that and others won't. Just, you know, I have dreams, so if you would like to help support those dreams, click buttons. Help me out. I love you very much and would be eternally grateful. And I don't know, man. I'm just ready for this. When my mom got me that hotel earlier, I almost cried. It was such an ethereal moment because it was just this beautiful blessing of shelter on such a hectic day, and it gave me the idea that I could park and ride my bike around the city and see everything before it all goes down, and I am just so grateful. So thank you so much. And I'm ready to rock this thing because, you know, doing this for my family and for me and, you know, for my loved ones, and I'm really grateful just to be here on this earth and be able to have a shot at life, just to go out there and seize opportunities should they become available. That's what this is all about. So I am ready to get some sleep. Actually, before that ride, they wanted to go over to the burrito place, and they tried to haggle me to pay for the burrito that they offered me, and I just told them, no, you can't Indian giver me, I'm your driver. And so they paid for it, and now I have a burrito, and I am ready to eat that thing and watch some Kill Tony and pass out and sleep with my little animals, spend some time together, and just enjoy these little moments in San Diego that matter so much to me. And yeah, I'm just grateful. I know this wasn't really like a worldly episode, didn't talk about a lot going on out there. This is more of just what's going on in the old brain, but I appreciate you being here, tuning in, and it means a lot. You know, my dog looks like an alien right now, just standing up on his hind legs up on the little entertainment center looking out the window. That was neat. Ollie, you're a very silly boy, you know that, and I love you with all my heart. I love Andy too. He's sleeping in the other room though. Boy, oh boy, what a neat little existence we call this life. Very happy to be here. Happy to have you tune into the Galactic Seabass channel. My name is Sebastian, your host, now, forever, and always. Been making videos on YouTube since 2016. We are almost up to 5,000 subscribers, so if you want to subscribe, let's go hit that 5K button by the end of the year. That'd be pretty rock and roll. If not, we'll do it in 2024. And then many more dreams to soar on from there on out. It's hard to string together words at this point. I really appreciate you being here. This means a lot. I need to get some sleep so I can make it to Austin. It's a long trip. It's 19 hours. And if you have any, here's something cool. If you have any comedy specials you recommend watching, or something neat, you know, some podcasts to tune into, drop those in the comments. I'd love to hear about them, you know, maybe check them out. There's a lot of stuff that I love to go over and rewatch, and, you know, let's just go ahead and rock this thing, baby. Have some fun. First ever podcast in Reno. Either way, I'll be there. Might even get to be in the bucket. I really appreciate you tuning in to this episode of the Galactic Seabass channel, podcast number 33. We will have a guest eventually. I swear I have one booked all week, and then at the last minute they dip. So it's all good. It happens. That's life. And I appreciate you being here. This is This has been a podcast, and I appreciate you so much. I'm ready to get some Z's, and I hope that you have a happy rest of your 2024. It's only a little bit left in the season. Rock and roll. Best of luck in all your endeavors, everybody. Go carpe those DMs, and I really appreciate you tuning in to this little shindig we call a YouTube channel. Makeshift podcast with a fake mic and a guy. Also, this is my dad right here. This is kind of cool. This is their old tour shirt from '91. So, kind of fun. Glad I got to show that. Also, this was a really cool earring that he had a long time ago. It's really neat. I don't know if that's focusing, but I really like this earring. Weighted earrings are heavy. I don't know how girls do it. It really hurts your earlobes. Okay, that's a weird way to end it, but I think that's how we're going to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm ready to go. I need to lay down. God bless all of you. Best of luck in everything you know. I'm trying to word it differently, and I don't know why. Best of luck in all your endeavors. Appreciate you very much, guys. You're the best. My name's Sebastian. They call me Seabass. This is the Galactic Seabass channel, and this is the end of the transmission. Thank you so much, guys, and enjoy the rest of 2023, and I'll see you in Thank you for watching this, and enjoy the rest of 2023. I will see you all again in 2024. Coming soon in 2024, a man who drove to Texas. What happened then? Coming next Thursday. That's funny. That's cool, because I actually do my podcast on Thursdays. That's amazing. Okay. That really worked out. Thank you. That was fun. I will see you again soon. Rock and roll. God bless. Best of luck in all your endeavors. I am Galactic Seabass, and I will see you soon. End transmission for the real thing. It's hard to navigate. You're beautiful.